Sukuyanare, Oloromba Vodcast kuir, Ibtur Nikopani jorhair be Oya'cye sa Mando'ad. Ni Oya'cye sa Mando'ad or vemanoya, Nusa beroya, ra vevead, asamando, ni davabi Resol'nare turish, ibik origelnish pa Mando'ade, gar inteo davabi Resol'nare kuir Mando'ad, ra gar darmanda. Ibik Resol'nare, bajur balbeskargam, aranov alit, Mando'a balmandalor anvenkoyanmi. Megar davabi ibik narise, gar Mando'ad, menu darmanda. Ation gar sirbu, beskargam or vemanoya, elek, nusar garmiede, kepare. Solish bajur. Ibik sirbu be bajur, meg odishia shi joha bal solet, a bajurir ade sa Mando'ad. Bal bajurir gar ast. Ji beskargam. Kenu jori beskargam or vemanoya. Jorku nepiremui raretish, bal arueti durani. Ni gana beskargam ane jori anaitur. Ni jori mando alike, sa kirbes ra jaigelar lasur haise, ra karta beskar. Jorku ibak tingana megnikui, ores jori ani beskar. Like, en aranov. Ni bajhibi just bakan. Aranar ni ast balneralit. Ori jeonish hiberar. Cikador sha an kanara. Kuir alit. Alit orisha taldin. An ni taloni dir paneralit. Me niendeo. Projor Mando'a. Gar hatali megninari paribik. Kirish Mandalor. Mi nugana Mandalor. Jorku mi nuliniba Mandalor. A me Mandalor ojore parni, ni ojore parkesh. So, if you just listen to that whole thing, I'm going to go over it in English now. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Vodcast 4. Today I wanted to speak about life as a Mandalorian. I live as a Mandalorian in real life. Not as a bounty hunter or as a mercenary, but as a Mando. And what that means is that I follow the Resol'nare, the 6 acts. And it's a very important thing to Mandalorians because you have to follow it to be a Mandalorian. Otherwise, you're not. You're Darmanda, which is someone who's without a Mandalorian soul, as they say. So, here is the Resol'nare. Education, armor, self-defense, family, and Mandalore and Mando'a. Other way around. But anyway, if you carry out these acts, you are a Mandalorian. And I hear you saying, but hey, wearing armor every day, in real life, sorta, but not really as you think. Just wait a minute, I'll get to it on the second point. But first, education is this means not just your schoolwork, but it's literally raising, yourself and your children to be Mandalorians, to be better, because, knowledge is power. It's even a Mandalorian thing, On the forum, they say, knowledge and a sharp tongue also belong in a Mando's arsenal. And, I'd say that kartal balpaklalat, which is how you'd say that in Mandalorian. So education is definitely, there's a reason it's first. Education is important, and definitely raising your children to be Mandalorians, to defend themselves and everything, it's very important. So anyway, now to the armor. Don't wear armor, in real life, obviously, unless you're at a convention, which is different. But it's not useful or really possible to wear beskaragam on a daily basis, because, we live in a society where you can't just walk around like that, because people are going to look at you funny. Even if you have it, you can wear it, but don't wear it in public every day. Instead, do something like we do over on the Oya'cye, is we wear regular clothes, but we carry some sort of symbol, like the Mythosaur skull, or the Jai guys, or the Iron Heart, because these show who you are, that you're a Mandalorian, without having to carry around a full suit of Beskar, right? So, third is self-defense. I've studied martial arts to, learn how to defend myself as well as stay in shape. But it's extremely important to learn to defend yourself, because you never know what's going to happen. So you should always be prepared, right? And that is extremely important to Mandalorians. It's part of education, is self-defense, because you need to learn how to do it. But they are also two separate things. So defense is very important. Defend yourself and your family. So, speaking of family, number 4 is elite, or family. And the Mandalorian phrase goes, elite Orisha Daldin. Family is more than blood or bloodline. And this shows how Mandalorians think. They believe family is extremely important, but it's not something that's limited to your biological family. Your family is, well, as they put it in a game, I believe it was Mafia, they said a line that I believe was very Mando'Karla, which means, the epitome of being Mandalorian. And that phrase was, family isn't who you're born with, it's who you die for. And that should be a Mandalorian phrase, so I'm taking it. But that's how Mandalorians, think about family. So next on the list is Mando'a, the language. You guys already know about this one, obviously. That's why you're here. So I'm just gonna, skip over it like I did in the Mandalorian section. The only thing I will say is that Mando'a is not a complete language, so using it in an everyday setting isn't really possible. But as long as you're, trying to learn it, and you're using phrases, and, as long as you at least know some of it, that's enough. So finally, the Mandalore, or the leader. So, like I said, we don't have a Mandalore, because that's not something that we need. The Mandalore is a position that is filled when there is something, that must have the entire unified Mandalorian people to accomplish. If there's a crisis that affects every Mandalorian, then you'd have a Mandalore who would lead you past that crisis. And then, then they've served their purpose, and then you don't have the Mandalore anymore because you don't need it. So, in real life, we don't have a Mandalore. The leader of the MMCC, he claims himself as the Mandalore. But anyway, just a title for him. You can't really claim to be a Mandalore. You have to be chosen by Mandalorians, because otherwise, no one's gonna listen to you. So yeah, we don't have a Mandalore, and we won't unless, for some reason, all of people who act as Mandalorians in real life, who follow the Resol'nare, are suddenly persecuted around the world. But I doubt that's going to happen. So Anyway, that's all I have to say about the Resol'nare and how you should live as a Mandalorian in real life. You follow these acts and you are considered a Mandalorian. It's not a simple, oh, I roleplay as a Mandalorian in real life. It's a mindset. It's a virtue system. It's not being a bounty hunter or a mercenary. It's living as a warrior. And it's not a religion. It's a philosophy or a way of thinking. And religion is hard to really separate from philosophy. But one difference is that we don't worship the Resol'nare. It's not something that is worshipped. It's something that's followed. And if you're not following it, you're not Mandalorian. It's not a religion, really. Anyway, I've been rambling for 10 minutes about nothing. 11 minutes, actually, coming up on. So I'll end it here. Retorche me.